So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So what I have here today is the 2023 Jeep Gladiator Overland. So finally, I got to get my hands on one of these. I've been actually wanting to drive this for a long time now because this is just basically a Jeep Wrangler with a load bed at the rear. This is Jeep's first ever pickup truck. So I'd like to thank everyone here at Jeep Alabang and to Sir John for the last day of the Jeep top-down test drive event here at Jeep Alabang. I already did my video about my experience with the top-down with the Wrangler Sahara Unlimited. So check that out on my channel. Now here with this Gladiator, well, yeah, it looks exactly the same like with its siblings, the Wranglers. This specific one has been modified for obvious reasons. You may contact everyone here at Jeep Alabang regarding if you want to add like this tent over here and new sets of wheels too. So these are still 17 inches but these are fully capable off-road tires. If you just want completely stock, you have a normal all-terrain tires. This specific one being a modified one. You get few rigid lights here up front. Despite the larger wheels and tires too, the ground clearance remains the same at 280 millimeters, which is probably one of the tallest ones in its class. So of course, this will be a very capable off-roader. However though, unlike the current Wrangler JL model, which has a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, to pop out the hood of this Gladiator, it's also the same. There's two struts here and then you lift it up. Remember, check out my JL review, which the hood almost killed me. Anyways, so this Gladiator, you only get one engine option, but it's my favorite one. Like the Wrangler JK, this one is powered by a 3.6-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine that produces 282 horsepower and 344 Newton meters of torque. And like all Jeeps, this one is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. So I already have experience with this with the JK, so check that out too on my channel. Here in the side profile, I got nothing to complain about. One nitpick only. I wish the Gladiator badge here below the Jeep logo was also metal. So here now at the rear of the Jeep Gladiator, so being a Jeep pickup truck now, of course, everything here from the cab until here in the load bed is much different compared to the Wrangler. Few similar cues though, like here in the taillights is still exactly the same. Tow hitches here on either side, Overland badge here too. On the load bed door, you get a massive Jeep logo here too at the door. But what I like too, this has a tailgate assist, which I didn't expect because usually Jeeps are usually old school, but thank God they kept an assist for this. So payload capacity here is at 775 kilograms. It doesn't sound much, but then again, at least you can still hold a lot of stuff. So not much toys here. You get 4 tethering hooks on either side and then 2 lights here on either side of the bed. So that's about it here with the engine, exterior, and the load bed of this Gladiator. Let's check out the interior. So this is the interior of the Jeep Gladiator. Well, visually and all of the stuff here is exactly the same like with the Jeep Wrangler. So here in the door card, you get only net storages here. There's no cubby holes or cup holders whatsoever. And then, yeah, it's literally the same here. So I'll just do a quick tour here in the interior. What's a little bit better though, I admit, compared with the Wrangler Sahara Unlimited, you have a much bigger infotainment system. Yes, this is only 1 inch bigger at 8 inches for this Gladiator compared to the Wrangler. But yet again, with my experience too with the Wrangler, I found the Wrangler just a little bit too small for my liking. This is much better. So here in the steering wheel, same banana. So your audio controls here and cruise control functions, and then volume adjustments here behind the steering wheel itself. They're not paddle shifters, but I wish they were. Tilt and telescopic. Function 2, here in your instrument cluster, you have a digital display flanked by 2 analog gauges, and then all of your controls here for your climate control, your window switches, auxiliary ports are all here in the middle, along too with your start-stop button. Then here on the right side, you have your grab handle, and then a glove box. It's a little bit too small for what this is. And then being part of the Overland package too, you get leather seats all around here with Overland stitches too. And like with every other Jeep too, these are your grab handles. Oh yeah, there's one here too in the driver's side. Anyways, here in the middle, you have your 2 gear shifts, one for your driving modes and then the other one for activating 4 high and 4 low for your off-road modes. And then further behind, you have a manual handbrake, 2 cup holders, cubby space, and then center console box. There's 2 of them. One small one, one big one. You have an LED light and a USB port just underneath. Rear seats too, they're all leather too. You have a central armrest with 2 cup holders. And what I like now with this Gladiator Overland, since this being a pickup truck, there's a separate window right there in the middle in case you wanna pray passengers in the load belt. I found that a very handy feature for this Gladiator. And then here in the middle, you have your 2 cup holders, your window switches, 2 air conditioning vents, and space there in the back. It's exactly the same like with the Wrangler, but it's still very, very spacious. Surprisingly good amount of headroom too. So yeah, that's a quick tour of this interior of this Gladiator Overland. Let's go for a drive. Finally driving the Jeep Gladiator, and first impressions immediately, yes, this is a much bigger car and a longer car than the Wrangler on, still which it's based on. However, I didn't have any issue driving this thing big. They have a very high sitting position, maybe as tall as some of the SUVs out here on the road. I found it pretty easy, surprisingly, and steering feels actually feels exactly the same like with the JK, since yet again this is the Pentastar V6 engine. So here, try acceleration. Wow, right. So that's the advantage now with the V6 comparing with the turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Yes, you can feel the weight because a much heavier engine than the 4-cylinder, but this is a little bit more smoother than usual. Make no mistake with the Wrangler Sahara Unlimited, with the same transmission to 8-speed ZF automatic transmission, they're all smooth. But yeah, there's something with this V6 and it sounds really, really good too. And VH though, okay, I can forgive it because this is a Jeep anyways, but then again, it's surprisingly not too bad because yet again, yes, you already have the V6 and on off-road tires too. Well, this one specifically are on all-terrain. Surprisingly, not much tire noise going in the cabin. Suspension thuds here and there, just a little bit, but then again, you're going to off-road the heck out of this if you're planning to off-road this. But mostly, buyers will just be here in the city, like me. Yeah, seems pretty alright too. And over humps and bumps, you won't feel a goddamn thing because yes, it's so comfortable and there's so much suspension travel, but it's still well, I mean, it's not like every other pickup truck that I've driven where it absorbs all of the bumps but it translates to the cabin. Not with this Gladiator. That's what I like to with not just this Gladiator, with every other Jeep too. It's really, really comfortable. Okay, body lean, yeah, there's a lot, but I'm willing to forgive it. And yeah, what's with this V6, finally driving it a little bit at faster speeds, this is really, really good. Okay, comparing only to with the turbocharged 4-cylinder of the Wrangler Unlimited, yeah, this one's a little bit thirstier than usual. So just here around in Alabang, doing 5 kilometers per liter. Actually, I would say that's still not too bad for what this is. Yet again, this is a very big car with a very big engine. Still, it's not far off from the 7 or 8 kilometers per liter of the Wrangler Unlimited. And yeah, what else to say with this Gladiator Overland? Remember, this is the base model. It's surprisingly really, really good. And I love this Pentastar V6 engine. And as well, this engine already is actually pretty reliable. I experienced it with the owner when I drove the Wrangler JK with a lot of mods on that too. Yeah, as long as you drive the heck out of this thing on road or off road, this is a very reliable and a very proven engine too. So yeah, that's a quick drive of this Gladiator Overland. For the cost of all this base model specifically is 4,890,000 pesos.
Actually, this is not the base model. This is the middle model.
Oh, middle model. Okay, so okay, there's a base which is probably
the
even
sport.
cheaper. Yes, the sport.
But
so
we don't have it right now.
okay. Now with this Overland, you still got all the goodies you need. And like what I said earlier, this 8-inch is much better than the 7-inch of the Wrangler Sahara Unlimited. So yeah, that concludes my full review of this Jeep Gladiator. I'd like to thank everyone here at Jeep Alabang and to Sir John over here. So these are his contact details, and you may contact the following SCs down below in the description too. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more Jeep reviews coming right up. Bye bye.